Eru presents Born to be a Footballer, my autobiography, written by Liam Brady and read by Aidan Kelly and Liam Brady.
Hi everybody, Liam Brady here. I hope you enjoy listening to my memoir, Born to be a Footballer. It spans my career at Arsenal as a player and as head of youth development. 7 years in Italy and Serie A, then back to England and West Ham. Managing Celtic and Brighton and Hove Albion and becoming assistant manager to my national team, Ireland. I talk in my book about how being a footballer was my destiny. And well, I'm a footballer, not a narrator. So I'm going to hand over to a professional for the rest of my story. I'll be seeing you at the end, where I'll be reading my final chapter to you. I hope you enjoy listening to it. I've had a great time. Thanks to my wife Sarah and my family and friends for the love, support and friendship down through the years.
Chapter 1. Dailymount Debut. Doubts begin to creep into my head in the Dailymount dressing room with my first Ireland senior shirt in my lap. Later in life, you learn to control your emotions better. But I haven't really yet, at 18. I don't have the experience. I'm about to live my dream, but start entertaining nightmare scenarios. The Soviets are a top-class team. What if we get hammered? What if I have a stinker? It isn't that the surroundings are intimidating. The changing room is a bit of a dump. Damp floorboards, chipped panelling on the walls. All a bit tattered compared to the tiled order of Highbury and some of the grounds I play at in England. But I had left home for London 3 years earlier, hoping and believing I could follow my brothers and make a career in the game. To return to the home of Irish football as a full international was going to be a serious landmark in my life. I've read about memory. Smells and sounds aren't supposed to stay with you too long. But I can recall that day's smells and sounds clearly. A cocktail of liniment oil from the players' rubs and Guinness and urine from the bar next door to the home dressing room. It suffocated the small room, where 16 of us elbowed each other for space. There's the nervous tap dancing of the steel studs that Giles told us all to wear after the autumn showers that had rinsed Dublin. There's the constant clank of turnstiles and the excitement around a new era for the Irish team. The experienced players reckon it sounds like a full house. As we had made our way through Phibsborough, crowds had flowed out of the pubs to cheer the bus. Kick-off is 3 p.m. because of the energy crisis that is panicking Britain and Ireland. The news in England is dominated by it. Very few night matches are taking place. Everyone knows the price of a gallon of petrol. The FAI was under pressure to save electricity, so no floodlights. But today, Dublin is buzzing, and most of the feel-good factor is down to Johnny Giles. A hero to me. To Irish football people, he is a reassuring symbol of excellence. A determined man who nobody takes lightly, and someone who had done it all in English football with Leeds United. Now he is player-manager, and there is a belief that Giles will get things done. There is optimism in the air. He has been making the setup much more professional. There had been a summer tour to South America, where the team played well in a narrow defeat by Brazil in the Maracana, and beat a Chile side that had qualified for the World Cup. Arsenal boss Bertie Mee had blocked me going, feeling I needed a rest after my first season with the first team. Though I hadn't found out I'd been selected until I had one of my first conversations with John. That was how things worked then, and the international associations were pretty powerless to make demands. Giles had been injured when I played for Arsenal against Leeds the previous season, but he boarded our team bus after the game to introduce himself and told me he would keep in touch. I got my chance to play with him a month before the game against the USSR. He brought me on for the second half of a friendly against Manchester United at Old Trafford. We played well together, beaten United 2-0.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?